Hello everyone, this is Candy, the 614 Stitcher, and today is Wednesday, February the 16th, 2022, and this is my video Flosstube number 35. I would first like to say hello and welcome to the new subscribers, or even if you're just checking me out to see if my videos are something you'd be interested in. Thank you very much for stopping by. And to my returning friends and subscribers, hello, and thank you for always coming back for more. I have been pretty busy with both work and stitching, and so I have quite a bit to show you again today. I am enjoying the weather for today. It actually melted the ice skating rink that I have on my patio, so I was very pleased about that. I'm not for sure what the temperature actually got up to today, but it's going to be interesting when I get ready to add it to my temperature butterflies. So we're going to get right into it. Today I have no finishes for this past week. However, I do have a new start, and so I will show that to you. As you know, I am part of the collaboration for the Garon Designer Focus Challenge. We just were tossing it around in a Zoom session after the Sunshine Stitchers mentioned that they were going to have a designer focus for February, and then March, and then EJ jumped in with October. And so on a Zoom call that I do with the Garon Facebook group, we were just tossing around, well, let's do January, and let's do this month, and let's do that month. And so for the month of February, it is hands-on design. And that is Kathy Haberman. And I started her Wear Love pattern. She puts out a design. She has been doing it now for 10 years, I believe she said on her last video, every year for her and her husband's anniversary as a gift to him. And so this was this year's design. They've been married 34 years. And so this was the design that she put out for this year. And I showed you last week that I had dyed the fabric, and so I did get a start on it. I started in the middle and with everywhere. And I still need to put in the V and the other E. But that was my start for this week. And I'm really liking it a lot. She did give overdyes and DMC colors. And I am stitching mine with the DMC conversion. And so hopefully this is what my fabric is not as chocolatey brown as what is shown in the picture, but I still think that the colors will go nicely together. So I started that this week, and that was my only new start so far. Oh, I just dropped the floss on the floor. It's a far cry from January for sure. So sorry, I'm going to pick my floss up, because if I don't, Albert might get it. So that was my only new start for this week. Actually, I did start another project, but I'm going to not show it because I'm going to change the fabric on it. So there's where that is. So my whips for this week. I failed to mention last week that in the Magazine Monthly Challenge group, I am participating for this month in the group with the acrostic and the theme. Usually I try to pick my theme project to be a magazine. However, with hands-on design being in for the designer of the month focus, I chose hands-on design projects as much as I could for the theme. So the theme of this month is food. And so for that, I chose Hip Hop by Hands-On Design with from the artwork of Priscilla Blain of Stitching with the Housewives. And here is a picture. Here's what the chart looks like. And here's a picture of where it was when I last showed it to you. And here is where I'm at now. I just had that board and put it right here so that I would be able to find it when I was ready. So this week in the Zoom group, I stitched in the jar, and then I also went through and made some corrections and double checked my work because I didn't want it to be off somewhere. So we're all good on that front. And this is where I am now. I will continue working on this piece for the month. I've met my goal. So my goal on Hip Hop was 3 hours for the month. And I've made that goal already. However, I'm going to continue to work on it and see how much more I can get done before the end of the month. Because I'm not using this as an Easter piece, but as a spring piece. So maybe I could get it done before the first day of spring. So that is Hip Hop. I did, if you noticed, I did change 2 of the rabbits to brown rabbits, and I just used a DMC brown that fit. I am stitching this on a 14 count chalkboard black Ada with the called for classic color works. I was in this club through the Fat Quarter Shop, so I actually have all of the charts, with the exception of Boo that I gave away in a giveaway. So that is Hip Hop. And I have good lights. and I also have a white board down on my tabletop, which helps me with stitching on black. So I used Hip Hop for food because of the carrots on the chart. So next on the magazine monthly, it was the acrostic is yummy. And so for the first M in yummy, I used my favorite floss, my favorite red floss. And that is licorice red. And so for that project, it is Love Is. And I've been calling this 2 different things, Love Is and For Thee. The actual pattern name in the Just Cross Stitch magazine is For Thee, and it is in the February 2016 edition. And this is the motif that I'm stitching here. And here's a picture of where it was when I last showed it. And here is where I'm at now. So I did meet the, I closed up the octagon, and I finished the stitches coming up and down all the way around here. I'm trying to think of where I was, because I actually started out stitching this project upside down so that I could make it work. So I did bring this border on the left side all the way up, and then I stitched around and back down to get here. So I've worked on this border, the outer border, and these 3 border pieces right here, and that is what it looks like. I am stitching this on a 14 count pink Aida, and the floss I'm using is Licorice Red by Classic Colorworks, and I am loving it. That piece, even though I'm stitching it, I'm only stitching it upside down because I wanted to start with the hearts, but it has been really an easy stitch, and so if I work on this just a little bit more and do the top part of the border, the side border, I'll actually be completed with the hardest of the part. The words are just regular cross stitches, so I could potentially get this finished this month, which would be awesome. Some of these projects I have carried over from last year, so it would be really great to get them done, and be able to start some new projects. It's not like I don't start new projects when I want to, but it would be nice to get some finished before moving on to a new project. And those were the 2 projects for I'm looking at my notebook, for my magazine monthly challenge that I worked on this week. Oh no, that's not true. One more, and it is for the last Y. So the first Y I finished was Love You, and I finished that on February the 4th, so it's already marked as a finish. You, I have purple candy heart, which I need to finish, and it's a freebie that I got off of the Fat Quarter Shop, and I haven't worked on it yet this month. I have it down for 2 hours or a finish. I don't even have probably 2 hours worth of stitching on it, so maybe I'll work on that while I'm waiting for this video to upload tonight. And then I just showed you the first M, which is my favorite red, Licorice. And the second M is Chock Full Bloom, which is by Hands On Design and drawn by Priscilla Blain. And I have that slated for 2 hours, so I'll work on that. It's more of a spring piece. And the second Y I have is Yellow Flowers, and that is Hands On Design. Let me get it up. Sunshine on a Stem. And if I have a picture of where it was when I last showed it, it'll be here. And I only put in a little bit of work on this week. I mean, very, very little. So I finished this flower here completely. And now I only need to work on the third flower. and it will be finished. And my plan is to get it finished this month, so you will see it one more time at least. I am stitching, well, I was stitching it, and then I found out my friend Tina Stitches, I will link her below, is also stitching this. And so when I looked at hers, I knew here, you know, they're too close. But I'm totally fine with it. I am not changing it. I'm going to go with it. So I really, really like it. I used, so for the words, I used wagon wheel so that it could have more variegation in it rather than the brown. I used the DMC for the brown, which was 37.81. And for the petals of the flower, I used Golden Ale. And for the green, I used steamed broccoli, which I believe those are the called for colors. No, she actually called for baby spinach. But I used steamed broccoli. And the blue for the jar, I used the DMC, which is 931. And it is being stitched on a 14. You know, I keep saying 14, but it might not be 14. No, I'm stitching mine on a 16 count white Aida. So that is my sunshine on a stem, and it'll be great to get that done. It will be much smaller than what, so I'll have to, you know, do my leaves a smaller size, but I'm going to make it into, my plan is to make it into a pillow similar to this, so that I can display it during the summer months. You know, to me, I know they're supposed to be sunflowers, but they actually look like black-eyed Susans to me, because black-eyed Susans do that. Their petals fall down around also, and the cone is sticking up. They're actually called cone flowers. And that's a summer flower, and I've had yellow ones, so I could make it both, I guess. So that was sunshine on a stem. So I'm going to move on to show you, and I know I do not have an updated picture of this because I had started it and showed it to you last week, started stitching on it again, and totally forgot all about the picture. So what I am talking about is Stronger Together, which is a free pattern put out by the Fat Quarter Shop to raise scholarship funds for the United Negro College Fund. This morning on the Flosstube, on Kimberly's Flosstube, she stated that they have raised to date $9,000, which is awesome. So any support that you would be able to give, I would appreciate for this free chart. And if you notice, so they have two different versions. This is the subtle version. I am doing the striking version. Kimberly is actually using MPI silks and did hers as a monochromatic, all blues. And it's beautiful. So you don't have to stitch it in either one of these. You can use your own colorway. But if you do get the free chart, please consider making a donation to the United Negro College Fund. So this week I brought down the border some more. I put in both of these motifs. This will actually be a Ohio Star block when it's completed. Oh, that's terrible. When it's completed. So that is the start of it. When I come back to it later on this week, I'm going to continue putting in the red and bringing down the border on both sides so that when I get to the bottom part of the chart, I will have the border complete at the same time. So if you can see what I'm saying here, I'm bringing the red to meet all the way down on all the sides. And then I'll put in this next motif. They have a name for each one of these and I can't seem to remember to write it down. But that's where I'm at on Stronger Together 2022. And this is a nice stitch also. I actually worked on it a little bit last night while I was trying to wind down to go to bed. Ooh. So the next project that I worked on was Winter Snowfall. I was working on the next project. I was working on this. I've worked on it twice. And I have made some decisions. And I am talking about Winter Snowfall. And I will show you. This is by Shannon Christine. It was a gift for me in 2020. That made it worse. And I received this gift. It was all kitted up. And the fabric, what in the world? Okay. So the fabric, everything, the floss, all of it was a gift. And I'm truly still appreciative of it. This fabric is a 16 count, picture this plus crystal. And I have tried several times. I, have gotten advice on what to do when stitching on it, all of that. And I can't for the life of me. I just have been trying and trying. Here is where I have gotten to so far. However, I am going to restart this project. Last night, I had it. I can't see the holes. Last night when I was stitching on it, I actually, the filament that is running through the fabric was running through the holes. So I would bring up the thread to make the X, and then it would be all wonky looking because there was already something in the hole. And so I threw up my hands and was like, I really want to stitch this project. I just cannot, for as much as I love this fabric, I can't. It's too large. Not that I can't, because I can. I don't want to, because when I stitch on this project, it's very frustrating for me. And this should not be frustrating. I have enough things in my life that frustrate me that I have to deal with. This is a joy for me. And so last night, I pulled out a piece of 16 count Aida. And it was beige, and I turned it gray, and you can't see that because it's really being blown out, but it is gray now. I made it gray last night. And I've already checked the stitches, even though it's such a light gray, the white stitches will show on it. Plus at the top, it's full coverage. So I will be this week restarting Winter Snowfall. And I am, I'll have to figure out the WIPGO part of it since I'm doing a restart of it, because it is on my WIPGO board. Now, the good thing is it's on my WIPGO board 3 more times. So I will get some good progress in on it. I just need to make what in the world? Like there's something going on here. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that I could enjoy stitching on it. Snowflakes are one of my favorite things, and I want to be able to stitch this project. I just can't be frustrated stitching it or dreading when it comes up for WIPGO again. So I am retiring the purple fabric, and I'm going to stitch it on a gray fabric that I dyed, it's the regular Ada, and go from there. So I wanted to make sure I talked about that because last night was really like I had my own come to Jesus meeting over a fabric. So, which actually makes me feel good that I am able to even say all of that to you all. You know, I've struggled with all kinds of stuff. And so I'm not quitting. I'm just changing the way that I'm doing it. So, okay, moving on. So my friend Athena of Stitching Goddess Designs here on Flosstube, and she has a Facebook group where she sells her t-shirts at, had a birthday on Monday. And for her birthday, she asked that you stitch on something with pink or purple. Okay. I got that. I was so shocked. So here's what I'm talking about. It is Love You. This is also an anniversary piece. This was for Hands-On Design. Kathy put this free project out last year for their 33rd anniversary. And she gives the called for fabrics, which was a Weeks Dye Works red pear, and she gave the floss colors. But that was the picture. Here's a picture of where it was. I'm so excited about this project. Here's a picture of where it was when I last showed it. And here is where I am now. So I finished the entire entire Y, and I will be posting this to Athena's birthday hashtag when I'm finished with this video. So all I have left on this project is the O and the U and the E, and I'll be finished with this one also. I am stitching this project on a 14 count Fortnite Fabrics. The name of the fabric is Carnation. You can't get it. They don't dye it anymore. And I got it when I was in their Fabric of the Month club for flowers and mushrooms. And the floss color I'm using is the variegated DMC number 52. So I said last week that I am not fussy cutting this floss. However, this week I did do a little bit of fussy cutting. So it literally starts out with the same color as what is in the arrow, and then it goes all the way down, and you can't really tell on here, but there is, as it swirls around, there is a different shade. There's two shades of darker purple. So I swirled that around, and then when I came to here, I just picked up another strand of floss and started all the way around. And then when I got back up to here, I made it match what was already stitched. I don't think I'm going to be that fussy about the Y. I mean, about the for the O and the U. I think I'm just going to stitch it and let it go the way that it'll go. I just wanted to make sure that the Y was in the darkest part of the purple so that it could stand out, since it was so big. I'm loving the way that this looks. I am, going to finish this. However, I thought I would give it to my daughter, my youngest daughter, for her birthday or something, but I don't know that I could do that. That's how much I really love this. So that is Love You by Hands On Design. And those are my, let me make sure. Oh, one more. I was about to say this is my whips for this week, but it's not. So I showed this last week, and it is my temperature butterflies. And I'm not going to do the before and after picture because I don't have enough in the February. I just wanted to show that I have started the March butterfly in the hopes that I will get it moved along before March 1st gets here. So that is where the temperature butterflies are right now. So, plans. My plans for this upcoming week will be to restart the Winter Snowfall by Shannon Christine Designs. I'm putting it in the atmosphere that I'm going to finish Sunshine on a Stem. I'm going to also work on Bloom, as I put down a goal for 2 hours for that this month in the magazine monthly group, and so I want to make sure that I meet all of my goals for that. I'm actually doing very well, with the exception of finishing Sunshine on a Stem, which I have down for a finish, and the 2 hours I have on Bloom, I have met and finished the Purple Candy Heart. So 1, 2, 3. So I have 3 of the 6 goals met. Yay! I'm so happy about that. I know it's just cross stitching though. So I'm going to work on Bloom because I still have time to get in. Sorry about that. To get in the 2 hours for this month. And then on the 19th, I will be working on Stitch for Sweet Freedom. That is my 19th of the month piece. And I know it's been a couple of months since you've all seen it. I have stitched on it, but I haven't shown it except for when I did the Bringo update. So I will be working on that for my plans for this coming week. So haul. Did you notice that I didn't put out a haul video yet? I am going to pause the video, and I am going to get part of the haul that I should have been shown a month ago. and that way I can get started on showing the haul. I never really thought about doing an all haul video. And then I watched Janelle over at Coffee, Wine, and Stitching Time. And she did a 2-hour haul video, and I watched every minute of that video. So I was like, okay, that might be a thing. And then I was talking to Carolyn Zook, and she was like, heck yeah, I'm in for a haul video. And I'm like, is that really a thing? So if you are not really into seeing all of the haul video, I would like to thank you so very much for stopping by. Please stay safe. Right now, it's pretty warm here in Ohio for the next 2 days, so warm is coming. I actually heard birds singing this morning when I let Albert out, and it just did my heart so good because I know when the birds start singing, spring is on the way. So remember that the snow, dreary, gray, cloudy will not last forever. Spring is coming. And remember to be kind to someone. Call up a friend today that you haven't spoken with for a while. I know it really helps me when I reach out and talk to my friends. I've participated in a Zoom on Saturday with Stitch and Steph. They're a great mother-daughter team out of Washington State. I Zoom stitch with Julie, who is in New Jersey. And of course, on Sundays with all of the people that are on the Garon Zoom. Those days do my heart so good. Again, I live by myself. I'm working from home. So I don't really get a lot of interaction with people other than Albert. He thinks he's a people. He's not a people. He sometimes thinks he is a people. So, reach out to your stitchy friends and see about having a Zoom or Facebook stitching session. It really does. It really can brighten your day and your outlook when you have people to talk to about different things. So, thank you so very much. If you are staying for the haul video, I will be back in 1 second. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to start with, as you all remember, back in January, seems like a month ago, when I went to Stitch Away, some of my table mates made little gifts, and so I would like to share those first. This was a handmade tomato. My friend Miss Jan made that for everyone at the table. And she is also one of the finishers at Keepsakes. Then Lynn had her daughter make, she got a new Cricut for Christmas. So Lynn had her daughter make this for me. It was part of my birthday gift, sorry. And that's Lynn X Stitches Creates. And I love it because I can leave this out all year round. And then she also made us little ort jars. So all of the orts in this jar were made at Stitch Away. And I'm going to actually just keep it in the jar. It has the name and the date on it. So that's my souvenir from Stitch Away. And then Miss Susan made us all name tags. And isn't that awesome? Like, She knows me. She knows me. Okay. And I was thinking there was something else. But, oh, there is. So Lynn also had her daughter make me, that's something else. Pardon me. A small project bag. And I love it. I'm glad now that I'm having this video because now I can take it out and use it. Like I wouldn't use anything until I made sure that I had posted, until I showed it. I don't know if that's some unspoken rule or something, but like I wouldn't do it. I was trying to see. So Stacy Stitches, and I'll link her below also, sent me a happy birthday card. And in the card, there were 3 flosses that now I can put in my stash. And I love these colors together. 3 DMCs. And then she sent me this sticker. And she also sent me, I cut the stickers off of the envelope. And she sent me this is her slogan on her channel. And then these are the stickers that were on the actual envelope. And I'm going to use them. I'm actually going to put them in my calendar for January. But I couldn't do that until I showed it. So thank you so very much, Stacy. I really, really appreciate it. I know it's February, but I really do appreciate it. Let me see. Then Miss Susan had another birthday gift for me, and it is the Owl Forest Embroidery Turtle Quakers. And I have not decided when I'm going to start this because I need to find the thread first. And I think I'm going to be looking at Fiberlicious, which is what I'm doing the other Quaker turtle in. I'm going to use a different color for this one. So thank you, Miss Susan, for that. Okay, I think I have one more birthday gift, and then I can move on to haul. So when I got there, Lynn had my birthday gift laying on the bed, and it is this beautiful African print. I referred her to a lady, I referred her to a lady in New Jersey that sells African fabric, and so she made me this bag out of the fabric, two of the fabrics that she ordered from her. And then she also gifted me the whole series. It's called Tropical Spirit, and this was from January, February, March, and April for Stoney Creek. And so the first one is Renew. The next one is Love. Cherish. And Believe. And so you can see here that they have it in a bell pull, and that's how I want to stitch it. So I'm going to have to find the fabric, and I think Garon is now selling the holders, but I need to find the banding so that I can stitch it just like this. Oh, here's a better picture of it. So thank you so very much, Lynn. I can't wait to start these. I just need to find the banding. They even show it, so even with the pillows, they're really cute. And I'm pretty sure that Stoney Creek sells the pillows and the banding. So I just need to figure out what I need to get so that I can get it. And then I have another new project bag. Okay, so at Stitch Away, I already said that. Oh, okay. I already said that Liz Matthews was the featured designer, but I haven't shown. We received a whole kit for this pattern. I do not know. I am not aware or sure if this pattern will be available at market or if it was a Stitch Away exclusive. She might have, I haven't seen an updated video from her recently, so she might talk about that in her new video. But this is Garden Side Sampler and Tree, so you can stitch it either as the sampler or her tree style that she is known for. And so it came with all of the things, the form for making the tree, and this piece of fabric that I'm not sure that I'll use this, but because if I got anything, I have fabric for sure. It also came with all of the silk flosses needed to stitch it. It came with a little spool to make the tree and all the other little, sorry for the crinkling. Oh, so she also provided stickers, which I'm going to use in my calendar book for January. And she also provided floss tags, which when I get ready to kit this up, I'm not sure that I'm going to use these because this is a floss holder. She made floss holders for the floss. And if she didn't make them, somebody did. And that cannot go to waste. So that's super exciting. Now I can put this in my calendar book. Maybe one day I'll show exactly how I use my calendar. I'm going to get rid of this because it makes too much noise. Oh, and she also had clay. They look like terracotta needle minders made. So now I'll be able to use that when I start this project, which will probably be sometime in the spring and or summer, since it's gardening themed. I know she doesn't watch my channel, I don't think, but thank you so very much. She is a very wonderful lady. She is so nice. We actually talked and took pictures. She walked around and talked to everyone to see what other people were working on. It was great. She was really a nice lady. So I had the pattern. She is a stitch on 36-40 count person. And since I have dipped my toe into that realm, I purchased at Stitch Away I'm going to take this off of here. It's called Edinburgh Smoke Blue 36 count. And that is what it looks like. It's a little better than that, but that's pretty good. It is a, It says smoky blue. It has more of a greenish look to it. But I thought it would be really, really nice, either with the sampler or if I decide to do the tree. I haven't decided just yet because I want the whole thing to show. I'm sure there's a certain way you have to stitch for the tree to make the tree. So I just need to look at that and see. But that is my fabric for it. It was great to like literally get the box, walk right into the little annex and pick out a fabric. Like it happened just like that. And I was super excited for it. And I'm keeping it in its little project box that she had passed out until I get ready to stitch it. Okay, so now I'm not going to go in any particular order because some of this stuff came in January, some of it just came today, and I'm going to just move along. I won a giveaway by Stitch and Stuff, which is Sarah and Kim. Kim's the mom. She always says that. And so they sent me this beautiful card. And I won Loohoo Stitches Winter Fling. And so I'm going to put this in my plans for Jolly July. I'm turning it this way so that you can actually see the pattern because it's like that. So I did get it, guys. Thank you so very much. I love it. I like Loohoo Stitches charts anyway. So I was happy. When they called my name, I was ecstatic to hear that. And then I'm going to save all the fabric for last. I went on to Garon Stitchery in January and I purchased Cancer, my baby girl, who will not be a baby, is not a baby. She will be 30 in July. Is a Cancer. And so when she saw that I was stitching Capricorn, she was just like, Mom, I want mines too. And so this will be my baby daughter's birthday start on July the 7th. So I'm going to start it on her birthday and pray that I'll have it completed by her 31st birthday. So that was Cancer by Nora Corbett. I also received, these are the January flosses for the Floss Fix Fat Quarter Shop. And the colorway for that month was called Blue Diamond. And so this is blue. It has blue, yellow, and lavender in it. So, this is called Snips and Snails. Tyler Bay Blue, Rain Shower. Look at that. I didn't even see that at first. Rain Shower, Blue Corn, Wavy Navy, and Mermaid's Fin. These are some blues for you right here. I know that looks really blown out, but they are beautiful. And this one is really variegated. It has a light blue, almost a periwinkle in it. And then yesterday, I received the February's, and it is called Pink I don't know what I did with the little cardy thing. If I find the card while I'm editing, I'll put the name of this colorway down there. But it's really being there. Oh, it's really being blown out. The first one, this one is Creamy Peach, Lady Madeline, Spun Sugar, Lavender Louise, Sugar and Spice, and Marvelous. So those are my club threads from the Fat Quarter Shop. This club is called Floss Frenzy. And so since I am doing with the floss, I will go to the floss. No, that is called, I always get them mixed up. The Classic Color Works is Floss Fix. I always get it mixed up. And then this is the Floss Frenzy, and it is also blue. So when you are in both clubs, the theme is the same. This was January's club, and it is Cool Blue. And February's, I just got a notification, it is on its way and will be here on Friday. So, Morris Blue, I'm going to take my glasses off. Morris Blue, Blue Herring, Union Blue, Blue Coat Blue, Blue Bonnet, and Americana. They should have had a blue suede shoes in there. Maybe Classic Color Work or Weeks Dye Works don't make blue suede shoes, but they need a blue suede shoes. I am not an Elvis Presley fan. I just know that song. So, and then I had FOMO really bad and was watching all of the Black Needle Society's Nice List box unboxings. And on the day that this was pulled out, I was like, I have to get it. And it is the hanks of silk that they offered in their box. And that is one. And I thought I had kept, but it's not here. Or if it is here, it's somewhere else. So they are actually offered, these are Silks for You. And it seems like this one is unicorn, maybe not, I don't know. And then this purple one. And so I didn't have any kind of project in mind. I didn't have anything in mind. I probably lost my mind, but I have 2 hanks or half hanks. I think the purple one might be a full. I'm not sure. Let me not even guesstimate that. But I purchased the Out of the Vault from the Black Needle Society. These were featured in the Nice List box. And I am glad that I was able to pick them up. Now I need to, get them wound and unbound and figure out something to use them for. Especially this one. Can you see that on, like, I could use it for something. Find a fabric and be done. So my next haul is all of my fabric. And I'm not gonna really take it out. I'm sure you've probably seen this. This was my January Bestitch Me, and it is called Coconut Shell. And I get a 28 count Lugana. This is my 28 count color and cotton, and it's cedar. I guess I need to. could actually probably, so it's not as is modeled at all. I mean, it looks kind of modelly, but it's more of a complete overall die. But I'm here for it. I have been making some changes, and so one of the things I have not changed, I stayed in the floss clubs, like I said, and I stayed in the fabric clubs. My next color and cotton, and I actually received this on yesterday, and it is Fox Run, and I get the 28 count Lugana. It's a little darker. It's much darker than what that is showing. My two favorites right now are the ones that I'm in, Color and Cotton and Be Stitch Me. And since I showed those two, I am going to go ahead on and show you this one. I'm going to have to be in contact with Brandy. I would like to know, like, if she redyes her clubs, or if it's one and done. So it is darker than that. That's really good. It's still darker than that though, but that is pretty good. Yeah, see, I turned off the light and then the camera was like, it's too dark. And I'm going to leave the light off because I want you to be able to see this. So I joined another fabric club, and it is called Rogue Stitching. I will try to put a link down in the description box for them. Carolyn Zook was showing fabric from them, and I was like, oh yeah, I need to get in that club. So this fabric is called Winter Creek, and it is a the dyer. They have a different dyer for their fabrics every month. So this month was January, and the dyer is Sunflower Printed Fabric. I get a 28 count Lugana, and you're missing what this fabric is like. It has tan and blue, and it goes all through. Like, I don't know what kind of beach piece I could put on this, but this screams beach to me, because it is so modeled. And so I simply love it. They also Rogue Stitching. So the month, so like for the month of February, the dyer's fabric is on sale. So you get the fabric in January. I got the fabric in January. Then in February, Sunflower Printed Fabrics is on sale at on their website. I haven't ordered anymore, but and they give you a discount. There's a discount code attached to when you get the fabric. There's a discount code for the next month to purchase their fabric if you'd like. Awesome deal. And now I'm going to go out of order. I placed an order. Athena was having a t-shirt sale, and this is the information. She does awesome t-shirts. So she sent me a card, a thank you card. And then with that, with making a purchase, she also sent me a set of floss tags. And they're all different in all of these like cool paper. They are cardstock, so they will not tear as easily. And then she sent me a little sticker. So thank you, Athena, for that. So she had a t-shirt sale, and this is what that shirt is. And it's just a heart with cross stitch. And so I'm collecting my cross stitch t-shirts. So when I go on retreats or retreats, I can wear cross stitch t-shirts. I'm actually going to see about if she would make a tank top, but for those hot summer days. And so that one was on sale. So then I was like, well, I need another one, because a lot of the t-shirts I have now, like I got a couple for Christmas. I purchased a couple. They're all long sleeves. So I was like, I need to get another one, another couple. And because coffee, because adulting is hard. So thank you so very much, ma'am. I appreciate you. She does have the Facebook group again, and you have to join to get in, but just answer the little questions, and it's not a big deal. We all have experienced the questions. Trying to keep out the bad people. So I also, in stitching, I placed I placed an order when I got the Cancer Nora Corbett chart. I also purchased water lilies for my Nora Corbett chart that I am already working on, and these are those. These are for my Capricorn. And this is actually the one that runs through her hair. So these are silk, 12 ply. I've never had water lilies before. So 12 ply, 6 yards. So this one is called Grape. And it is wonderful. And they are so super soft. This is called Iris. I don't need to do that because it's not blurry. I just want to make sure it stops so you can see it. And then this one is called African Violet. It is darker than what it is showing there. They all are actually. But they are super soft. So they'll go into a special bag. I actually have all of the silk floss that I have is put in a whole separate container, so I don't have to worry. And then I also purchased the Kreinik that I needed for the Capricorn. And I might be able to use some of this in the letter K that I purchased also. I didn't think about that, but they're variegated. So this one has like purple and a gray and a lighter violet or lavendery color. They are so pretty. Oh my goodness. I mean, pretty. So now I'm going to show you some of the things that I did receive. I received a Stitchy Kindness at Stitch Away. So it's a whole bag. So I have never, maybe I can use the purple floss for this. This is a sampler of St. Ives, and it is by Little Robin Designs. They stitched the model on a 32 count Picture This Plus linen wren, and they used MPI silk for it. It's really pretty. It's a nice alphabet. It has two. If nothing else, I'll be able to use it for whenever I need to put letters on another chart. And then this was all Stitchy Kindness. And then I received, which I'm going to put in my spring Doodles Spring. And I love Cecilia Turner's charts by Heart and Hand. And then I have been looking at this for quite some time and just never bit the bullet. But since she was the focus, I purchased Butterfly Cloche. And I am hoping to have a start on it sometime in the summer. It's a fairly large chart. She does give the MPI silk number and the DMC conversion. It is 171 by 90 or 191. But I have a different idea. So we'll have to see. And then this is a container. You snap the snaps together and it folds into a little case, because I find myself having all of this stuff all over my table all the time. And so I was like, oh, this will be really good for a little catch-all case. So my soul is fed with needle and thread, and it's purple. So that was my Stitchy Kindness from Stitch Away. And then I purchased that. I can't show. Actually, I can show it. It's all covered up. So this is a decal and the scissors that we got on the first night of the garden sale, which was designed by Liz Matthews. And the scissors she also provided. And then I had her, not the butterfly cloche, but she had came and sat down and we talked about gardening, because she's talked about gardening on her videos, and I'm a gardener also. And so she wrote on my chart, happy gardening and stitching, enjoy, Liz Matthews. And this is my home in the garden. That was purchased at Stitch Away. This also from the Heart Needle Art by Wendy, and it is Quaker Blooms. I got a whole gardening theme going for the spring and the summer. And this last chart I purchased, sorry, I'm looking. I'm not going to show. I have a lot of freebies, but I'm really not going to show those. And then this last one is Quaker Bees. And this would be a nice chart to start for the spring. It is 81 high by 81 wide by 117 high, and it's stitched on a 36 count Winter's Brew by R&R Reproductions. I've never dying to stitch. I've never seen R&R Reproductions fabric, so but the only thing I know about it is a lot of people love it. So I might have to find me a piece of that. It only has 4 colors in it also. And the same with the Quaker Blooms, it has 5. So it's not a whole lot of color changing, which is great. And then the fabric. So they had grab bags at Stitch Away, and I picked up one, and these are all 18 count Ada by Mystic Fabrics. Easy for me to say. And it was a 4-pack. I used one of the fabrics already for my snowflake sampler that I started in January. And they don't have any specific names on them, just the colors. So this is like, and it's darker than that. It's a peachy rose color. And a great neutral. You always need a good neutral. It does have modeling on it. And then, of course, so those are all 18 count, and I will put them in my stash. They were a really good price too. And so, you know, when it costs for 36 count, I can go to an 18 count easier. I haven't stitched on a 36 count before, but I figure if you can stitch on a 40 count, 36 is lower. Are the holes a little bigger on a 36 count? And my last fabric, and actually, other than my freebies that I am, I'm only going to show a couple of them, and only because we are coming into one of the months. My last fabric is a 32 count Peony by Mystic Fabrics, and I got a fat quarter. And so, Tina, this reminds me of what you keep calling your Pepto pink. It is very pink. It is not showing at all. That's a little better. But it is very, 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 very pink. So in thinking about my youngest daughter, I've gravitated towards some pink fabrics. Because I know she will love whatever's stitched on it because it's pink. So I am at the freebie table. Now, most of these I did not get myself, and I'm not going to. But some of them are older, and I don't know that they would be even in print. But here's one by Raise the Roof, and it's called Flip Flops. I mean, that's beach all day. And then I found some Rosewood Manors that I was just like, man, So this chart was actually, I was trying to see if there was a date in here, but I'm not seeing one. But if this tells you anything, I'm going to show you the back of this. So the name of it, the name of the chart is called Fruitful Clusters Sampler. And that's what it looks like. And if you've ever looked at a Rosewood Manor chart, you know that she has columns of charts listed on the back. These are all of the charts that are listed on here. So this chart is probably very old. Because it says, and more coming soon. And we know that she did do that for sure. This next Rosewood Manor is row upon row, and they're all flower borders. This one is dated 2015. Now just imagine this one was dated 2015, and look at all of the charts listed on the back versus this one that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 charts listed on the back. I might have to ask her. We are actually Facebook friends. She probably don't even know who I am really. But I'm going to ask and see if she remembers what date. Oh, it has 2000 on it. So this chart, because it's stitched 2000 versus this chart, which it was 2014. You see how many? So 14 years and loads of charts. So I bring that up to say that the designer focus for March is Rosewood Manor. So there are plenty of charts to choose from. And even though those two charts, one is 22 years old and the other one is, what, 16 years old, changing up the colors of those, you know, would do a world of good in modernizing it to this one. Actually is a Rosewood Manor also, and it's 2008. This is not the chart. This is the cover picture. The chart is on the back. This is 2008. So there are plenty of charts by Rosewood Manor that you can choose from. It's a sticky dot. Dang it. Oh, and I have my first Brenda Gervais chart. Candy Cane Wishes. Someone picked this up off the freebie table and set it at my station. I think it was Lynn. So those were some of the freebies that that were gifted to me, or I think I picked out like 2 of them myself. And that is all of my haul. I'm glad that I did get through that, even though it is a longer video. I hope that you've enjoyed seeing my haul. If you have any questions about what I've shown, please let me know. I welcome your comments and questions. And everyone have a great evening. I'm going to get to video editing and hopefully get this up on Wednesday instead of Thursday morning. So have a good evening, and I will see you next week. Bye.